Hi friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to review One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. I read this because I really think it's going to be nominated in the YA BookTube Awards for the Thriller Mystery Suspense category, and I will be judging that category. So I wanted to go ahead and pick up as many of those books in that genre that I could, and this is one that I've seen floating around BookTube and Bookstagram, and I figured, yeah, I need to get on it. So I picked this up last month and I read it. I rated it 3 stars. There's some things that I liked and some things that I didn't, so I thought I would go ahead and let you know them here today. I did break it into the positive and the negatives of this story because, like I said, it's just that middle of the road book for me with 3 stars. So there were some things that I liked and some things that I didn't, so I thought I would break it down for you that way. Before I get into the things that I liked and did not like about the story, let me tell you a little bit what it's about. So one day, 5 students walk into detention. Before that detention is over, one of the students is dead and only 4 students walk out. This is the story of the whodunit. One of the students in the room is responsible and they're trying to figure out who that person is. The people are comparing this story to The Breakfast Club, and the only references that I could see to The Breakfast Club are the cliques. One is the brain, one is the beauty, one is the jock, one is the outcast, one is the criminal, and they have detention. However, in this story, they're only in detention for the first 20 pages of the book. So after those 20 pages, it's all about dealing with what happened in the detention and trying to figure out who killed the person that died. I really liked that the characters evolved throughout the story and broke out of their typical cliques. I don't think that they would have been able to do that if the events in detention did not happen. They kind of ended up leaning on each other and becoming friends, even though they wouldn't have been able to do that or wouldn't have tried to do that previously. I also really like that even though that from multiple points of view from the students that were in the detention, the families became a part of the story as well, and they were very involved. They had their own backstories and their own struggles and flaws and all of that, and it really kind of formed the character, and you understood the characters more because of their families. It was a page turner because you are trying to figure out who done it and you're trying to piece together the clues. However, I don't think the clues were very obvious, and it kept leading me astray. It kept bringing up other secrets that took me off the track. So I think those twists were thrown in there just to get you off track. I did like one line that one of the characters, Nate, says about one of the other students, and it just kind of talks about the evolution of the character. And Nate said that Addie was an airhead homecoming princess turned badass ninja investigator, and once you get to know her character, she was the one that I least liked at the beginning, but as the story progressed, I really did like her as a character. Some of the other ones, like Nate, I really liked him throughout the entire story, and Bronwyn as well. I thought she was very unique and interesting, and I wish that the Nate and Bronwyn timeline, I would have gotten a little bit more at the end. But since I'm starting to talk about the negatives, let's go ahead and talk about the things that I did not like about the story. One of the things that really stood out to me when I was reading this book is it felt very written current, present day. A lot of the technology and the lingo that they used and the apps and so forth, it really felt current. It really felt written for 2017. And for that reason, that's another reason why I don't think it will stand the test of time like The Breakfast Club, is because The Breakfast Club is just it's just one of those classics that anybody can go back and enjoy anytime. But this one feels very it will be dated in about 10 years. Also, there was really nothing noteworthy. The characters aren't necessarily going to really stick with me, or the plot itself. I was definitely let down by the ending. I just wanted more. The ending felt a little rushed. You're leading up to this whodunit, and then all of a sudden you find out whodunit. It's end of story. So I really wanted more from that. But the main thing that bothered me about the story is one of the characters in here are gay, and you don't know that at the beginning of the book. You know one thing about the character, but then as the story progresses, you find out that they're gay. So it was kind of used as a plot twist, but I think that was part of the character, is trying to find out and be comfortable with who they were. But I didn't appreciate that at all. And then when it was revealed, the reaction of the other students and the family and media and stuff like that was kind of oh my gosh, he's gay. And to me, I'm for a book that feels very written current day, for them to be shocked by that just didn't make sense to me. And I'm wondering how someone that's gay feels about this coming out story, and you know, if they're sick of reading that kind of coming out story. I kind of am, and I'm not gay, so I wonder if people that are gay like appreciate that still, or if that's just, it's very cliche and tropey, you know. I just want to know what people like that think about that specific thing, but it really did kind of rub me the wrong way. But that's really all for my review. I just wanted to let you know some of the things that I liked and that I didn't. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I did watch one other review of this. I watched Trina from Between Chapters. She talked about this book in her June wrap up. So I will have that video linked in the description box of this. She talked about a mental health twist that I didn't really pick up on as she did, or I didn't interpret it the way she did. So that's another voice out there that has some different thoughts about this book. So check out her review as well. And if you've read it, please let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. But other than that, thank you for joining me. I hope you're all having a lovely day, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!